friends and family. So for today's video, I have no layout, I have no ideas, and I'm not prepared at all. So I have no expectations for today's video. I'm kind of just recording, doing my makeup, and seeing how it goes. I really loved the idea that I did on my last video of having an uncut video. So I'm really gonna try my best to keep this video uncut, unless of course somebody calls me or the video gets cut out. But for the most part, I am gonna try to make this an uncut video, since I just love just the mistakes that come with it, and the grammar errors, and just I feel like it's just very much human. So that's definitely what I'm gonna try, the vibe that I'm gonna try to keep. So yeah, let's see how this goes. All I know for sure is that it's definitely gonna be a get ready with me. So as far as today, however, I won't be doing so much into the makeup part. It's mostly gonna be just gossip. If you do want to follow the actual makeup part of it though, then I do have my last video that I posted that has everything, and the primer and just everything. I showed you guys the label and the color, so feel free to refer back to that one if you're here for the makeup. Also, I put something over the ring light because I just feel like last time it was so bright, and it looked great before I posted it, but after I posted it, it was you could barely see the details or the pores. So we're just trying this out. Let's see if this is any better. If it's too dark, then we'll go back to the regular, but I just put a skirt over it. So let's see how that goes. It's definitely not as good lighting as last time, but let's see, because last time when I posted it, you could barely see it. So we're starting with primer. I genuinely love recording these videos, and I really think that what keeps me motivated, and I didn't even stop because I wanted to, but okay, hold on, one thought at a time. So I really feel like what keeps me motivated is the fact that all it takes is really just one person being like, hey Maria, you really helped me a lot, or oh my god, I love your video, you really taught me to do this and that. And then lately my friends have just been hyping me up. Well, I say friends with an S, but it's actually just friend with a D. She has been hyping me up for the past 2 days. She just keeps telling me oh my god Maria, I was about to do this, and then I don't know why you were in the back of my head in the video that you said, and then I was like, you know what, yeah, let me do something for myself. And I was like the fact that I could be the reason to have an effect on somebody's personal life positively when I'm not even there was wow. I was yeah, I need to make more of these. Even if it reaches that one person that it makes them happy and it makes them do better for themselves, I'm I did my job, because I genuinely enjoy doing this and filming this. So yeah, that made me so happy. Oh my god, I love her so much. And then oh my god, the super sweet message on my last video. I love people sometimes, although sometimes people are scary, and whatever the case might be. I have to stop saying that word. I actually noticed in the last video I said it a lot, but yeah, I know that sometimes people are scary, but other times people are just so great. I got this super sweet comment on my last video, and it's just all the confirmation that I need. I'm yes, as long as it's affecting one person positively, then I have a reason to keep going and to keep filming videos and to just get in front of this camera and have a good time, because that's really all I'm doing. So and doing my makeup, which by the way today I'm doing my makeup for absolutely no reason, because I'm literally just gonna take it off and go to bed. But it's okay, I genuinely enjoy this, and it's better than being out there doing drugs. I'm just saying, I don't want to compare it to the worst case scenario, but we do have to be realistic as to what's going on in the outside world. I'm just here in my house minding my business. So I will try to not talk too much about the makeup, but as you guys can see, I'm breaking out. It's actually crazy, but it's totally normal because my monthly friend will be coming in very soon. So that's literally what this is, right here, so I don't stress about it too much. It comes and goes, I have my mirror right here, so I'm gonna be looking here for a little bit. I did try to film an ASMR video last night. So the story behind me in ASMR is that I literally love it. Like, I watch it every single night, and my sister's always making fun of me and bullying me because, you know, it's like I really like the one where the people are whispering, so they're talking like this, and so sometimes they're doing role plays and they're tapping on things, and so she finds that super creepy. So when I was doing my ASMR, I couldn't even bring myself to whisper because my whisper is almost like, it's almost like I'm out of breath, so I don't have a good relaxing whisper, but I do have a regular soft-spoken type of voice. So I filmed an ASMR video yesterday with my soft-spoken voice, and I rewatched it once, and I really don't know how I feel about it since it's really out of my comfort zone. I don't know. I think I'm gonna have my girlfriend just see it and then see how we feel about it together as a team. And then we're gonna decide what we do because it's just really like out of my comfort zone. And I know that that's what this should be about, pero like there has to be some type of limit, you know? So I just want to make sure that it's accurately portraying me, because I would never want to get on here and put on a front or pretend to be somebody I'm not. So yeah, definitely that is in the works. But yeah, I really want to explore ASMR. I really genuinely enjoy and love it. So let's see how that goes. Even if it's just the one video, you know, even if it's just the one video. And who cares if people find it creepy or stupid, as long as I find it good. But that's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out even if I find it good. So the way that I'm gonna figure that out is I'm gonna have my girlfriend help me, you know, just watch it and then let me know her thoughts. And then if anything, I could always film another one. But I definitely wanna dab into the ASMR world for sure. It's so good, and I watch so many videos. I literally feel like I have the experience of like a 5-year ASMR artist. That's what they're called when they do ASMR. Yeah, so I need to get on that. Probably if the video gets approved by HR, aka my friend, then I'm going to go ahead and post it and see how we do. So yeah, I really have thought about the fact as to why I enjoy doing my makeup on camera, and I have come to a conclusion that it is because, like I mentioned, I love working with my hands, and I love just like creating and just, I want to say, releasing my artistic juices. And so the way that I can do that is through my makeup, through this video, for example. So I really feel like this just feels so good to me in my soul. Like I said, even though I'm not going anywhere and I'm literally just gonna stay home and just go wash my face after and take out this makeup, I never feel like it's a waste ever. And I mean, also it helps me practice my makeup. Not that I need it, but it is just an enjoyable time. Just me spending time with me and with you guys now. And I was also thinking of making a story time, but I was thinking that a few story times can get me arrested, so I don't want to get arrested for something I did a bunch of years ago. So I was thinking that I may just keep the story times light, because I mean, it's not that I did anything like horrible, but you know, it's one of those things that it's stuff that you tell your best friend, but like I probably wouldn't go to the cops and be like, hey, listen, I did this. So, you know, just one of those things. I do have a lot of story times like from work and stuff, but they're mostly just stupid, and I really don't even want to give any of them the time of day unless it's like funny. But yeah, I haven't really had many big story times recently. Just like little funny things, like for example today when people walk out, we're just like, okay, thank you. And then today I'm saying thank you to this girl that's walking out, and you know, the regular human interaction that usually goes down is I'm like, okay, bye guys, thank you, have a great one. And they're like, no, thank you, you have a great one. This girl, she goes, huh? I was like, thank you. For what? I'm sorry, what are you talking about, girl? I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a silly day, a silly, funny, goofy day. Because what does she mean? Girl, I said thank you. What? You better say thank you back, or you're welcome, or anything at all. Girl goes, I was like, yeah, that's why you're ugly. And that's what I'm saying. I can never get ugly, and I have to get prettier and prettier every year, because honestly, that's my first mechanism to anything and everything. Anytime that somebody insults me, or anytime that somebody lacks respect towards other people, I'm like, that's why you're ugly. I'm sorry, but like, I mean, I can't say anything else because I don't know them personally. So what do I mean? I have to insult their physical looks, and do not follow my footsteps. That's the thing about these videos. You can't be like me. You have to be better than me. But I am just human. I am just human. And although I do try to be a really good, decent human, when it comes to humans like that don't deserve for me to be a good human, I'm like, yeah, no, you're gonna get the side of me that's there, super quiet and just waiting. And just waiting for someone to be disrespectful, because I can be disrespectful back. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen those videos that say the people who you should really be scared about are the really nice people when they get upset. Because when they get upset, as in me, when I get upset, oh my God, I get upset like once a year. But I'm talking pissed, like I'm talking like crying. Can't remember the last time that it happened. And it's mostly like about just stupid things. Like maybe I had an expectation of something and it didn't go as planned. And oh my God, when I tell you, like it's upsetting, you know, it's really upsetting. And I am very passionate. So when it comes to anything like that, I definitely I have this side of me. Because I am nice and respectful all the time. But when people aren't, I could be 10 times worse. I could literally be 10 times worse, as I'm sure that any nice person can tell you guys. Because I'm nice by choice. I'm not nice because I'm stupid, and I'm not nice because I'm lacking brain cells. I'm nice because I genuinely think that the world needs more nice people. And so I put in an active effort every single day to be a good person. It's not because I owe anybody anything. It's not because everybody just deserves my niceness. No, I'm nice. Until you try me. And then I'm a real B word, let me tell you. What? Nobody deserves kindness for no reason. I'm gonna give it to everyone, and then when you decide that that privilege has to be taken from you, then you will do the actions that show me that you want to take it from you, and then I'm gonna take it from you. And then I'm never gonna be nice again. So I usually would do blush after, but I'm gonna do my lips because these are just giving me way too humble. They're just a little too humble for my taste, to be honest with you guys. And I just, oh my God, I have a cookie in my purse. And I have to feel good when I make this video. I'm just gonna take one bite. Probably should have done my lips. And then took a bite. I don't know why I didn't think it through. I'm gonna try to make this a short video to like 30 minutes. So I'm also not rushing my makeup, but kind of. I think after I put the primer on, my hands just get so slippery because they're so moisturized. I saw this video the other day about like when you put lip liner on, and it's what I've always done, but I guess there's like an actual trick to it. So on the outer part, you put the inner, you do it in like the inner part of the lip, and then when you reach here, you do it on the outer part, and then here you do it in again, which I feel like I have always done it, but apparently it's like a hack. And then here the same thing. So when you go to the sides, you do the inner line, and up here you do a little out. And honestly, the only thing that I really love about doing my lips is that I can create this cute little cupid bow. It's literally my favorite part. I really should have had some type of layup before getting in front of this camera, but I kind of like this. It just feels like we're just catching up and getting to know each other, which is what's going on. Although it's kind of funny because it's very one-sided, and so that's the thing. When I was making the ASMR video, you kind of have to like talk and you have to pretend like the other person responded. Like you're like, I have cookie all over my mouth, sorry. For example, you're like, oh, hey, how are you? And then you have to like give it a second for the person to respond. And then when I watch them, I actually respond. So that's the thing about these videos. They're just really just, you guys are just listening to me babble. All 35 of you. I think it's 35 or maybe it's 37. I don't know. I'm not really keeping track, but I think for sure it's like 35 or something. So, all 35 of you, I love you. I wish I could say I love you 35 times, but I would run out of oxygen. So that would go for each and every one of you, that I love you guys just for watching these videos and just to get to know me better, which realistically what I really want to do, and the main idea of these videos is to really just get myself out there, and then eventually the goal is to really get into my clothing brand. I know. I really have to get more into it. It's just, there's so many other projects that I have, like just, you know, bettering myself and like just going to the gym that I'm like, I have to focus on me, like, and everything else will fall into place. Like, I know that I have to be working on this clothes thing, and I know that I have an art in it, but right now in this part of my life, it's calling for me to just be with myself, to focus on my body and my skin and just my social media, and then eventually everything will fall into place. And whatever's meant for me, nobody can take it from me, and it's gonna be on God's timing. So if my body's telling me to not do it now, then I'm not gonna do it now. Although eventually I will start, and that is the goal. The goal is really to just get to just kind of reach a platform, and then from there sell my product, because I do and I will have a really good product. But I feel like in the meantime, until I get that product right, and until I have the time and like honestly just the, I don't want to say effort, but I guess the wanting to, like the genuine wanting to, I'm just like, I'm good. Like, I'm good for now. I'm totally good. I just enjoy this so much more. But it's also easier, and that's the thing. Great things are just like, sometimes they're not easy, and then they always say that on the other side is success. So I will eventually get there, but I also kind of keep in mind that, yeah, it's good to have my own money and it's good to have my own business and stuff eventually, like in the future. But my main goal is not to work. My main goal is not to own a business. Like, I'm sorry. My main goal is to be a wife and to be a mom. That is my sole purpose in this world. And so me owning a business and spending all my time making clothes and selling them is like just not my priority, to be fully honest. It's not. And maybe one day it will, when I have my family, when I have my kids settled, and it's just like, okay, well, what am I doing for me? But it's not part of my plans right now. So yeah, let's see how that goes. And I know that may be controversial. I like to use that word quite a bit because I also like to be realistic with all types of people, and I know that we all grew up differently and we all want different things, but it doesn't mean that one particular person wants what's right and one wants what's wrong. We just want whatever we want. It doesn't make any one of us less, I don't want to say important, but it doesn't make any one of us less rational. We all have our reasons for wanting to do and live the life that we want to. So I'm never one to judge. If you want to be a wife, go ahead, just be smart. If you want to work for the rest of your life, go ahead, save some money, do whatever you'd like. As long as you have a plan and that plan involves you being happy, girl, go for it. Like, or boy, go for it. Yes, That is all it's about. Do whatever, just be happy at the end of the day, and sit in your bed at night and just be happy and content with yourself. That's all it is. That's all it is. It's not much more to it than that. That's all it is. This is not the setting spray I normally use, by the way. I wasn't going to talk about makeup, but in case you guys are confused, they didn't have the other one in Sephora, so I had to get this one, which is okay. I really like the other one better, the dewy one, but in case you guys want to know, this is the watermelon one. So yeah, I wish I would have had at least one topic to talk about. I feel like this was a whole lot of nothing. But I feel like I did have like a topic or two, but maybe I'm incorrect. I was gonna talk about, like, I was just gonna do story times. I don't know, I'm pretty sure I mentioned that already. But honestly, I have some really good story times. Yes, I did mention it already, and it's the reason why I told you guys that I don't want to get arrested. But I do have some really good story times. For example, ghosts or spirits, it depends what you call them, that I have literally been visited by them and I have seen them. But the thing is, I'm alone in my apartment right now, and to be honest, like, if I talk about that, I'm gonna freak out and they're gonna come for me. So that's the reason why we're not gonna talk about that. But if that wasn't the case, I would have gave you guys some really good stories, or maybe one of these days when I make a video with my friends or something, I will talk about it, because I do have some crazy stories when it comes to things like that. People are like, oh, you believe in it? Yeah, I've seen it. I literally saw it like last month. Like, what? And I understand that people that don't believe in it because they've never seen it. If I had never seen it, I wouldn't believe in it either. So that's totally valid too. So I had those stories. I had just stories from like my job. And then well, I guess I could say one story. So this was the story of when I was like 16 and my parents called the cops on me. They are a little bit dramatic, but honestly I get it, because in that point it was like I want to say they thought, but it was almost like I wanted to say that they knew that they had no more control over me. Like, there was nothing that they could do or say in order for me to listen to them. So I think that's why they had to get the cops involved. So that day I was probably, I think, yeah, it was like I was 16, and then my friend had came over to sleep over, and I was talking to this guy, and then he had a friend with a car, and then long story short, they were like, oh, we'll pick you guys up, we'll hang out, whatever. It was like probably like 2 a.m. super irresponsible, I know, but whatever, we were 16. Mind you, we're drinking 4 Locos. I mean, not in that moment, but like throughout that time, we're literally 16 in high school, and like our average Saturday, Sunday night is, oh, well, let's drink 4 Locos and hang out. So this just goes to show you the scenario and just the energy around that area and time. So whatever, it was like 2 a.m. and then the guy that I'm talking to and his friend pick us up, and then we just drive around. It's not a big deal. Like, we're like in South Beach or something, we're just walking. It's really not a big deal. We were literally up to no bad. Like, you know, people say, oh, you're up to no good. No, we were literally up to no bad. Like, it was literally the most like healthy thing that we ever did. I remember, I think we rode like city bikes around like what is the South Beach, that's the area, like around like 5th Street. Yeah, I think that's South Beach. So we were riding city bikes around South Beach, and then this is where it got tricky, because we got the silly idea. I'm just looking downstairs to see if anybody's looking in the apartment, because I have this big ring light and my window's open. So I think it was like 5 a.m. and then, yeah, it had to be 5. Excuse me. And then my friend was like, oh, we should go to Key West. And I'm like, oh my god, yeah, that sounds like so much fun. She said, and she thought, mind you, it's 5 a.m. We're in Miami. Key West is like 2 hours away, and in my head I knew that my mom or dad was gonna wake up like at 7 or 8. But I was still like, you know what, yeah, like I think part of me also just like was so ready to get caught, because that wasn't the first time that I had snuck out. So I think part of me was just really ready to get caught, or I think I just had to get caught in order to switch things around in my life. So does it look cute like that? I don't know. So whatever, it was like 5 a.m. and then we're like, oh, let's go to Key West. Sure, let's go. So we went to Key West, and then my dad, mind you, my dad never calls me ever. So you know the situation was bad when my dad calls me at 7 a.m. and we're parked somewhere in Key West. We literally did nothing. Like, we literally just drove the car to Key West, and we stopped at like a random bush because they had to pee, and we had no plan. Like, it was just, oh, let's go to Key West. Like, there's nothing else to do. My dad calls me. 7 a.m. at this point. The sun is literally coming up, and I already knew. And then he's like, where are you? And so I come up with a lie, and I'm like, oh, well, my girl's parents were fighting, and so we came because we had to defend the mom or something like that. And then he goes, oh, really? Mind you, they had a tracker on me. This is how much I did not care. Like in my Find My iPhone, it's like they had a tracker on me. They just had my Find My iPhone, which I could have easily turned off, and I had in the past. But this time in particular, I was like, I don't even care. So whatever. Why does it show you're at Key West? Wait, this is him. Why does it show you're at Key West? So the dad actually lives in Key West, and so we can. What? You think I'm stupid? Huh? Get your ass home right now. Are you crazy? It's 7 a.m. Where have you been all night? Okay, yeah, I'm coming home. Guys, we have to go home right now because my dad is going crazy. And I'm a little scared, and like, mind you, when it's your dad and you're in a Hispanic household, he's gonna beat you when you get home. Like, it's guaranteed. Okay, so everybody was scared. Everybody was just like, okay, yeah, let's go home. Mind you, I'm wearing a crop top that I wasn't even allowed to wear. Like, I had to have my friend let me borrow his shirt because I couldn't walk in my house 7 a.m. after being on a night with a crop top. Like, no. That was the cherry on top. So I get home. I'm trying to remember the turn of events. So yeah, I get home, and then I remember I had them. We lived in an island, not in an island, but yeah, it was like North Bay Village. So it was an island that's shaped like this. And so we lived here in an apartment here, me and my parents. And so I had my friends drop us off here. So me and my girl, because mind you, she stayed over that night. So me and my girl, we got dropped off here, and then we walked all the way here so that, of course, my parents wouldn't see them, because of course they were going to be outside or whatever the case. I have to stop saying that. Because they were going to be outside of the apartment, guaranteed. So whatever, they dropped us off here. We walked all the way here. By the time, mind you, this is the island. We're like right here. I see the cops outside of my apartment, and I was like, there's no way. I was like, there's no way, right? There's no way they call the cops. We're getting closer, and my parents are talking to the cop, and they're like in the back, and they and they put me in the back of the fucking cop car. I shouldn't curse, but like, this was so dramatic. Like, this was not necessary at all. Like, this literally made me just so upset, but I guess I really needed that because there was nothing else that was gonna fix my attitude, or I guess sneaking out or whatever it was. So whatever, the cop puts me in the back of the car, and then he's like, is this what you want? Is this what you want with your life? Look at my cop badge, look at my gun. Is this what you want? Am I not so scary? And I'm like, yeah, I'm super scared. Yeah, wow, I never want this to be my life. The whole time, I was literally so prepared to go to jail. I was just like so over it and over everybody. I was livid. I'm in that cop car like, yeah, take me. But of course, I had to be like, yeah. Okay, yeah. Oh my God, yeah, no, I'm so scared. I'm so sorry. Whatever. And then they call my girl's parents. Of course, they got called because we were underage. And then they come, and then they were pissed. But I got grounded for like ever. She wasn't grounded like at all. Like, I remember she got grounded, it was probably like a week, if so. But honestly, I'm thankful my parents grounded me, because I definitely wouldn't have probably gone in the right direction, considering that friend is like now like, I don't know, but I know she went through her crackhead stage. So I mean, I'm just saying, I don't know what's going on there, and I don't want to know, but I'm just glad that I got out of that, because who knows, that could have easily been me. So yeah, that is the story of when I got in a cop car. It's not like I almost got arrested or anything, because they were just like, I guess, trying to scare me. But that's really the only problem I've ever had with the law. I feel like I've always been on the other side, you know, like I'm the one to call the cops. I'm the one to be like on the cop's side, never against them. So yeah, that was quite the experience that I had, but I'm very glad that I had it. I'm very glad that they called the cops that day. And then if you guys want to hear the crazy part, literally the insane part, which is, this is literally how God works, by the way. It's crazy. I have so many stories that fit into this category. So pretty much the reason why my dad woke up at 7 a.m. because he didn't have work until like 10 that day or something. He heard a noise in the kitchen. He said the way he described it is it sounded like a big boom. Like it literally sounded like the stove had fallen over. So like this is I think it's called the stove. I don't know how to like say many words in English, but I'm assuming it's called a stove because the thing on top is the stove top. So I'm just using context clues. So the stove, the one that has the oven inside, he said it sounded like it fell. That's how loud it was. It was just a big boom. And so he got out scared as fuck. Like, sorry, I'll try not to curse. So he woke up a little scared. And so he went to the kitchen and he checked and there was nothing. Like not a single cup had fallen. And so he checks the time, whatever. And then he goes into my room, of course, to like check on the girls, you know, when you're having just your parents check on you because you still live with them. I mean, I'm sure if I were to still live with them, they would still check on me in the middle of the night just to make sure that I'm okay. And I wasn't there. So if you guys can believe that, that was probably quite literally a guardian angel of mine or of his telling him like, yeah, you have to check on this girl because there was not a single cup that had fallen in the kitchen. Where did that noise come from? Thanks. But it did work out. It worked out, but it's just, you know, it's crazy. Life is quite the mystery, to be honest with you. But yeah, that's a little story time. My makeup is done and I managed to do it in like 20 minutes. I would say it was very quick today, my makeup. And then these little hairs, I actually have whole bangs, but they're just hidden right here. But this one, I think it looks cute. It looks better than just having it behind the ear. So yes, thank you guys for spending some time with me. I'm gonna try my best to do timestamps for this video, but I think it went everywhere and nowhere at the same time, so it may be a little tricky. But yes, we kept it at 30 minutes, so I am very happy about it, and thank you guys for joining me. And I promise I will try to make at least one of these a month. I said a week, but I also want to be realistic with myself, so definitely I'm gonna try at least once a month, and then we'll see how it goes from there. But yeah, thank you guys. Letting you guys see the final look.